guys, what's up, what's poppin'? So as you guys can see from the cover art, we will be making a closure wig today. So we're going to need our two different threads. This one is a nylon thread. We're going to use that for our closure. We're also going to need to have our pins. Now if you only have one curved pin, that's fine, but I recommend having at least 4. We're going to need our bundles. So I have an 18, 20, and 20-inch bundles with I believe a 16-inch closure. This hair is from Modern Show Hair. It's my first time trying them, so we're going to see what it does. First, what we're going to do is apply the closure to our cap. Now I'm using T-pins to secure it and hold it down right before we get into sewing it in. So you just want to make sure that you twist the hair and keep it out of the way right before you start sewing. That way when you're sewing it down, you don't have to worry about strands of hair getting caught in your thread and then you having a bunch of stray hairs. Now that that's done, we're going to start sewing it down. So I pull my closure about 1/4 inch over the cap. That way when you cut the cap under it, you have a little more of a natural look. The closure is not looking really biggish. So it's natural. When you put the needle through the first time, you want to try and secure that thread. So I wrap the thread around the needle about 3-4 times. And around the band part, I do put the needle through the band, but that's just to make sure when I cut the cap from under, you don't have to worry about the band being loose and, you know, the wig cap being too loose too early. And so I just sew from side to side. Yeah. Alright, so now it's time to apply the first bundle, and so I apply my bundles in sort of a wide U form, especially for that first track. I'm applying each bundle singularly instead of doubling the tracks, only because I find when I double the tracks, the wig feels really heavy, and who wants to wear a heavy wig? It feels like a hat on your head. No thank you. So we're just going to apply the bundle and start sewing. Now when I sew the wefts on, I do sew through the weft. And I just find that it secures the hair on the cap a little bit. So when I sew, also when I reach the end, I don't cut the bundles, I do flip them over. And so right here, I just flipped it over for the first time, and I have a needle to secure it. Now I'm going to show you right here a little zoomed in, what I mean by, flipping the bundle over. So just to give you guys a little zoom in on what I mean by flipping the track over, so I flip it over and use a couple T-pins just to secure the bundle, making sure it stays where I want it to land, and also just to map it out around the head. Now it's really important when you sew it down that you sew it down as flat as possible. If you don't, the wig is going to have some bumpy corners in it. It's going to just look real messy. And you don't want messy. Alright, so it's important when you get to the top of the wig that you not only sew through the weft, but you also sew through the closure, just to close up that little gap that you would have right there, close up anything that'll be seen. You don't want the cap to be seen. So, yeah. And so guys, this is the final product. I'm just taking out the last pins. It's time to customize it. You can add some mousse to keep those curls curly. I added some braids to the front just because, you know, I like the little braids. It's a 3-part wig, why not? But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!